Hello there, passion fruits! This video will be about how to create an unbreakable bond with your owl. Yeah, let's get into the video. I have a list of things I can't forget to say, so it's not a script, it's a list. When you're buying an owl, make sure it's as young as possible. I got Lucky at the age of 4 days. She was only 4 days old, and the reason this was really good for an unbreakable bond is because her eyes were still closed. And if you can make sure that when your owl opens its eyes for the first time, you are the first thing it sees, this will create an immensely strong bond. It's called imprinting. So you're basically imprinting your owl on you, so that it thinks that you are its mother or father if you're a guy. So you're gonna get it as young as possible. And what you're gonna do is, your owl is probably gonna stay in a small box the first few weeks of its life. And when you go to sleep, you're gonna take the box and put it next to your bed. So the first thing you're gonna do when you wake up is go and see your owl. You're gonna take your owl, you're gonna pet it, and you're gonna feed it. So when your owl wakes up, you are the first thing it sees. Yeah, and that's how you're gonna imprint your owl and create an immensely strong bond. Number 2, after feeding it, let it fall asleep in your hand. And what I used to do when Lucky was really small is she would fall asleep in my hand, and or in my hands, like I would make a little bowl out of my hands, and I would press her against my chest or my stomach, like this. And she would lean on my chest or on my stomach, and I could feel her calm down. And I could feel the bond being created. If you do this, your owlet will feel protected, it will feel warm and fuzzy, and it will fall asleep after feeding time. And just feel free to go and watch some TV with your owl in your hands. And when it's getting bigger, you can just put it on your lap and let it fall asleep on your lap and watch some TV so that you don't get bored, because right now you might think that it's so exciting and you're gonna sit there for hours with your owl in your hands, but trust me, it gets boring after a while, so you might want to watch some TV. Yeah, do this every day after every feeding session, and it will create an immensely strong bond, and your owl will get used to being cuddled. As I've just said, your owl needs to get used to getting cuddled, so another really important thing is that you pet it multiple times a day. And by petting it, I don't necessarily mean stroking it on the back all of the time. You can just stroke it on the chest, touch the face, touch the beak, touch the talons, so that your owl gets used to being touched. And after a while, it's gonna wanna cuddle with you, it's gonna ask for it itself. Like I've just said, it's also really important that you touch the beak and the talons every day, because owls don't like being touched on their beaks and talons. I think that's normal, it's not natural for them, but it's really important that they get used to this, because when they're adult, you're gonna have to put anklets on, you are gonna have to check their feet on a regular basis to see if they don't have sores, etc. You're gonna have to trim their beaks I don't have to trim Lookie's beak. It kind of wears off in a very natural way, but there are owls who do need this. So if you don't get them used to this, if you don't get them used to being touched on their beaks and talons, they will react aggressively when they're adults, and you don't want that. I've already said that it's a great idea to watch TV with your owl in your hands or on your lap, but you have to do this in every stage of the growing process. Like if your owl is older and it's capable to sit on the glove, then go and watch TV with your owl on the glove so that it learns to stay put on the glove, and it will come to appreciate this, and it will appreciate the time you're spending with it. So yeah, don't only do it when your owl is young, just keep doing it later on in life. When your owl has all of its feathers and it's old enough to be taken outside, go on walks with your owl every day. When Lookie was about 3 months old and she was able to sit on the glove, I started doing this every day, before or after work. First of all, this is really important to socialize your owl, because you want an owl that is used to dogs, cats, traffic passing by, bicycles, people with hats, children screaming. So it's really important to socialize your owl, but also owls are really curious and they like going on walks with you. They will really appreciate the time and effort you put into them. This will also create a very strong bond. What's even more important is that when you're on a walk with your owl and you come across something scary for your owl, like for example someone walking his dog, or a really large truck passing by, you need to comfort your owl, because it will most likely try to fly off your glove because it's scared. And what you should do when that happens is, if you see a truck that's about to pass you, or if you see someone in front of you walking his dog, you should, like normally when you're on walks, you're like this, okay? But when I see something scary, I will hold the glove closer to my body so that my owl will feel protected. Your owl honestly feels way safer when you do this, and they will be less likely to fly off of the glove. In time, they will learn that you are always there to protect them, and because I have always done this on walks, when I'm flying Lookie now and she sees something scary, she will fly towards me instead of flying off and go and sit in a tree. So just the fact that your owl knows that you are always there to protect it and support it will create an even stronger bond. Another really important thing is training with your owl. You need to fly your owl every day, because the fact that your owl has to work for food makes them respect you. Never, ever, ever tease your owl. Owls are very sensitive to bullying. Like, even if you tease your owl and you don't have bad intentions, you're just teasing it a little bit, it will react irritated. And if you tease your owl, like, owls don't forget that kind of stuff, and they'll start to hate you and it won't go away. So never tease your owl, and never ever punish your owl physically. There are ways to prevent unwanted behavior, and there are ways to punish your owl that won't hurt them physically and that will still make them respect you. Because even if you just give your owl a little push because you're irritated or frustrated or angry, they will hate you forever, I swear. So never use violence, never use physical punishment. It just doesn't work. So basically, the most important things you have to do in order to create an unbreakable bond with your owl is imprint it on you. Let it get used to being touched and being cuddled, and spend a lot of time with it. Watch TV with it, go on walks with your owl, and if you're on a walk with your owl, feel free to go and sit in the grass with your owl and let your owl sit on your knee, or put your owl on a branch. Make sure to tie your owl so that it doesn't fly off and never comes back. But feel free to put your owl on a branch and just take a few minutes to enjoy nature. Your owl will do the same, and it will appreciate the fact that you are taking the time to entertain it. Owls like to be entertained. Just like us, they can get bored, and I honestly believe that having an owl as a pet isn't cruel, but I mean, they are sitting in an aviary or on a perch all day, and I think it's the least you can do. So just don't only fly your owl once a day, but just go for walks on a regular basis so that they don't get bored and depressed. Yeah. Okay, you guys, I hope you found this video helpful, and if you have any questions, you can post them down below, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, beautiful creatures.